Hi, and welcome to Diversity in the Community. I'm so excited today to have these fine gentlemen with me from the Bloomfield Raiders. I have with me David Kerr.
How you
You're
doing?
the vice president, right?
Yes.
And I have James Jenkins, and you're the director of football.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Byron, Bob.
I'm the special events coordinator.
Okay, all right. And Chris Woods is the president. I'm excited to have them here because I love anything that have to do with young people and people who work with young people. And I've heard some exciting things about them, about how many games they've won, how good they are. So I'm excited to have them, and I know you're going to be excited to hear them tell you about the Bloomfield Raiders. But the first thing I want to ask, anybody can speak up, when was the team started? I know it was a while ago, before some of you guys were on there. But,
Team was started 1989 by two gentlemen, Chuck Mears and Maury Garrett Sr. It started as a flag football team, but it had discombobulated because there was enough help. And a year after, 1991, well, 2 years after 1991, we ended up going to full equipment, and we started from there.
Now, how long have you been on the team?
8 years.
8 years?
Yes, ma'am. 2010.
You have a baby. I ain't not to say, I'm not going to say. How long have you been the events coordinator?
Well, this is my first year as the events coordinator, but I've been, I attended all the last 3 years. I've been attending the games and serving beverages and snacks for the kids doing after the game, before and after the game.
Nice. And Mr. Kerr?
I've been involved for 7 years. This will be my 7th season.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. In recent history, the team that's about to be, the players that's going to be on the A team this coming year, this will be their 7th season here. So they've been in Mighty Mites 2 years, C team 2 years, B team 2 years, and this is going to be their final season. This particular team has never been a part of a losing season. They've been to 4 championships. They won 1, but they've been to 4. They had 2 undefeated seasons and never had a losing record. And actually, I'm the B team coach, so the team that's behind them, they didn't have quite as great record, but they never had a losing season as well. And they've been pretty good. So the last 7 years for Bloomfield Raiders has been really great. So.
And may I add too that the whole league know about the Twins. So everybody asks about the Twins. The Twins good, they playing.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, they like the game playing against them.
Yeah.
So the Twins are here tonight?
Yes,
Yeah, the Twins are here
Oh,
tonight.
my goodness. So
They're
you
good to
guys
see them.
going to get to meet the Twins and a few of the other talented young players tonight. So I'm excited for them. I really am. How are you guys funded? Where you get your funding from?
Well, we do a lot of fundraising. We actually we're trying to get sponsorships. We're trying to get help from the community, but most of the time, with our event coordinators and everything, they come up with different ideas for fundraisers, and we go out and do them every year. We work hard. It's been working.
It's a challenge, but the community has been generous to us,
Oh, good.
so it's a challenge.
Wonderful.
It's good.
Now, what is the criteria to play football and to be on the cheerleading team? Because we didn't talk about cheerleaders, but I know they're a big part of it too. So what is the criteria for the kids to be able to be a part of the team?
Well, for cheerleaders, we start at the age of 5.
Really?
Yes.
And we end at 15.
Age of 5, so my grandbaby is 9 months old.
Yeah, she can be the mascot. Definitely welcome. And for the football side, it's ages 7 to 13. And basically, you just have to, just live in the town of Bloomfield or in the borderline of Bloomfield, like Hartford. That's where we get most of our kids to, Hartford.
Oh, okay. What do you guys do to make sure that the kids that they don't get hurt? We hear a lot of stuff in the news about it.
Well, through the CTYFL, we have to follow this thing called USA Football, and what that is it's basically like a program they set for the whole league, and we have to teach them the fundamentals of tackling and how to be safe and stuff like that. And to be perfectly honest, the first 10 hours of football we can't even practice. We have to do a defensive tackling circuit and making sure these kids know how to tackle properly, meaning, heads up. It's called heads up tackling, and we have to teach them that and instill it to them. And like I said, the last 7 years, we haven't had no concussions. We haven't had no broken bones.
That's a blessing.
I mean, well, we had maybe, out of 7 years, maybe one concussion I could think of. But other than that, no broken bones, no nothing. So on the safety side of things, as a program, we've been really good.
Oh, that's
Yes, safety comes first with our program.
Yeah.
That's first,
So
safety.
do you guys kind of follow up with the fellows as far as like how they're doing in school and stuff, or is that anything that you have anything to do with?
Well, as for my team, as the head B team coach, I tell when we have our parents meeting, I let them know. I said, any issue with the kids in school, you let me know, and you use me as an incentive to keep them straight, because they know when they come to practice, if they are acting up in school or even if the grades are not doing well, they can't play, for one. And secondly, they're going to have a harder practice. They got to come deal with us. They don't want to do that. So we've been having really good kids these past few seasons. We haven't had no issues with school at all.
That's wonderful.
We always stress discipline when it comes down to the schoolwork and at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you don't respect your mom or your dad, how you going to respect us?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we reinforce that.
And from talking to other people that have young people involved in things, it seems like when they have something that they really love, then they're going to try to do their best
Exactly.
to stay in with
Yes.
their, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's wonderful. If someone wanted to register, what would they have, what's the steps they have to go through to be a part of the team, to register for the team?
Well, we have a website that they can go on the website. We do registration. We started beginning of April. So every 2 weeks, you could come to the rec center and register your kid.
Okay.
Cheerleaders, football and cheerleaders as well. Also in the rec center at Leisure Services, we have applications there as well, so you can register there too.
Okay. So does when a kid comes out on the, I don't want to say kid, when a young man comes out on the field, how do you know right then and there, like, they're not really good for the sport, and how would you be able to say,
Well, we wouldn't say no kid is not good for the sport.
yeah,
We're what's the word that the league use now for Mighty Mites there? Mighty Mites.
Oh, instructional.
It's all instructional.
okay,
So once we teach the kid, it's on the kid, the player himself, on how much of a football player he wants to be. So we're never going to turn no kid away. We won't do
We'll
that.
find something.
We'll find something for him to
Yeah.
do, but he also, if he wants to be great, then he'll put the work in to be great. But we'll teach him the fundamentals of everything.
Right.
That's
These days,
wonderful.
the criteria is different. When I was coming up, I played midget football, but the first year I went out for football, I got cut. That cut terminology in football or any sport means you didn't make the team. But in this situation, nowadays, especially in our league, every kid has the opportunity to be on the team. We don't say you're not good enough to make the team. We don't do that.
That's a wonderful
Yeah.
thing. Did you guys play when you were in school? Well, I know you just said you did.
I did freshman year. I went to Hartford High.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did one.
Freshman year, I played. That's about it.
I did 1 year of midget football, and then I did my senior year in high school. But I was a basketball player, but I did it so I could get stronger for the basketball season.
Okay, all right. When and where do you play your games? Just in the Bloomfield area? Do you guys go outside and competition and stuff? Where do you go?
Our home games are at Bloomfield High School,
Okay.
and our away games is due to whatever time we play.
Oh, okay.
We used to play at the rec center, but they're rebuilding,
Yeah.
so now we're playing at Bloomfield High right now.
Wow. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about on it? Because I'm sure we're trying to get help from the community, and we're trying to. So is there anything that you want to say to really encourage? Because after we finish talking, we're going to bring these fine young men on.
Right.
Not that you guys not
Well-
fine young men, but we're going to bring the young fine young men.
One thing I would like to say to the parents is, if you have any questions about your players' safety, just come out and talk to the coaches so we can talk to you about what football is and what our objective is with your child. Same with cheerleading as well. We would like everybody to come out, and to believe it or not, football on the concussion list is ranked third. You know, so it's not the fact that your child can't get hurt, but we make sure we put in place all safety protocols so your child won't get hurt.
Right.
But we need the players to come out and play, because right now, league-wide, every team is hurting for players because a lot of parents are misinformed on how dangerous football is. Like, I have, my kid's been in the program for 7 years. Not one broken bone, not one concussion, and they're probably the hardest playing kids that you will ever see. So, you know, I could speak, I mean, they might have got lucky, maybe, yeah, but how we go about practicing, how we go about teaching these kids to be safe, I think we're doing a pretty good job. But we would like the community and people that have children that want to play football, but you as a parent don't want, just come talk to the coaches so we can talk to you and let you know what we can do for your children.
And what are your needs? You know, because I know we try to fundraise. And all that,
we need all ages.
No, I mean, what are your needs as far as what you need the finances for? I mean, what are your needs for the team?
Oh, it comes for equipment, insurance.
Yep.
We have to pay the referees every game. We have 4 teams, and each game has 3 referees. So we have to pay them every those games, every game they play.
Okay.
And we have a nice concession stand, coffee, all type of food, so that helps us out too.
Okay.
But we can always use donations, you know.
Yeah.
Right. And let me just add too, the Bloomfield Warhawks, the high school, won the championship this past year, and half of those kids came from the Bloomfield Raiders.
All right.
Keep that in mind.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my goodness. Okay, before we switch over to the fellas, is anything else you want to say? Anything else you want to say to the audience to make?
I like to say, we like to have the parents come out and the rest of the community, because our games are exciting. They're on Sundays. It takes up your whole day, but it's exciting. And
What time on Sunday?
Starts at 9 a.m.
9 a.m. But you're wide awake. We have plenty of coffee and donuts and other stuff to wake you up, and the fresh air do you good. You know, it's a treat.
Bloomfield has a rich tradition of being a great football town, and we want to bring that back. Because in the early 2000s, they won a lot of championships. And due to later on, you know, what happened with the concussion protocol and everything, league-wide, nationwide, football as a whole, you know, Little League, the numbers have dwindled. But we just want to bring it back, you know, and just let's have some fun, especially with the kids.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we teach our kids how to tackle safely, not crazy, safely.
It's mandatory.
It's mandatory.
Right. Well, I wanted to say, anytime I see young men, young men like you guys, that's taking the time to work with these young people, it's such a wonderful thing. I mean, it's a blessing, and I hope the fellas know what a blessing it is. I mean, just seriously, to have you guys, you know, to take out that time to help these young men, because it's not only helping them in sports, it's helping them in life, it's helping them with discipline, it's helping them to get along, work as a team. So I think it's a wonderful thing.
Thank you.
And I just appreciate you guys coming on, and like I said, in a few minutes we're going to have the guys come on, but Mr. Byron, thank you so much.
You're quite welcome.
I appreciate
Thank you.
it. I appreciate you coming, honey. And, all right. All right, so we're coming right back, and we're going to bring some of our players on, and so stay tuned.
How you doing, folks? I'm Coach Breeze, also known as Coach James for the Bloomfield Raiders. And here we have some of our players. Everybody, what's up? Say what's up, guys.
What up, guys? What's up? Yeah.
All right, you kindly mention your name to the audience.
David Kerr.
I'm the twin, Davion. I'm the first twin, Davian.
My name is Dustin.
Okay, so you guys say y'all twins. So who's the oldest?
Me.
Yeah, how you feel about that?
I don't care. I'm taller than him. All right. He's short.
Now, you guys been a part of the program for 7 years. So can you tell me your first experience when you first came on?
Played trash. I was horrible. I was scared when I first came.
Played garbage.
Okay. So this is the little brother of the twins, David. How do you feel about your first experience?
I was scared and nervous, and all I wanted to do was watch them.
Okay. We got Destin Wood. You can tell me about your little bit experience.
Oh, I was scared at first, and I wasn't that good, but I got better now.
That's what's up. So it seemed like you guys have the same answers of being scared. So would you say that you built the confidence up?
Mm-hmm.
Through proper coaching?
Yeah.
All right. Now, David, can you tell me the positions that you played on the team?
I played when I was on B team.
Yes.
I played defensive line, a little bit of QB, and that's it.
All right.
I played running back and wide receiver and outside linebacker and corner.
Next.
I played quarterback, running back, wide receiver, corner, and linebacker and safety.
Destin.
I played center, a little bit of running back, and outside linebacker.
Okay. Now, y'all all named different positions. Can you tell me which is your most favorite one?
My most favorite one is QB.
Mine's wide receiver. Mine's QB and running back.
Mine's running back.
Running back. Okay, cool. So now that we all know that we made the championship back to back. So can you tell me the most difficult team that you played last year?
HK.
HK and Rocky Hill.
Rocky Hill, HK. HK is Haddam Killingsworth, and they was the #1 team last year. And when we first played them, we had no answer for this one kid. He was a beast. Through proper training and countless hours of practicing, we end up facing them in the semifinals, which we ultimately beat them in overtime, and it was a great win for us. And we went on to the championship, and we ended up facing Rocky Hill, which we lost, but it was a good thing for the kids to experience, so they could take that with them next year. Also, I would like to mention that we're going to be in the Memorial Day parade this Memorial Day this year. We was recognized from the town of Bloomfield from the mayor. And how you guys feel about that?
Awesome.
Awesome.
Look, I'm a celebrity.
Yeah. So you guys know that Bloomfield Warhawks, the high school, won the championship.
Yeah. I was there.
Y'all I think y'all could do that same thing?
Yes.
I know y'all could. So tell me the things that you like to do in your off time. Like when you're home on free time, Saturday morning, Saturday night.
Play football with them, or play basketball outside, or play my game, Fortnite or something like that.
What about you?
Either go to the park or like we spend time with our family, like going to the movies, or like we said, playing basketball and football.
Okay.
Playing basketball and football, mostly playing Madden, and yeah.
Destin?
Playing basketball, football, or Fortnite or Madden.
Fortnite. Who the best?
Me?
Me.
No.
It's simple.
No.
It's simple. You already know it's me.
I'm undefeated in my
It's
house.
simple.
The only person that can beat me is my dad.
Okay.
We're talking about
Fortnite. We're talking about
Oh,
Fortnite.
Fortnite?
I'm the best.
Oh, I cook all
I can do 90s. The
best IQ here. Why you think I'm a quarterback?
I destroyed him yesterday.
As y'all can see, they're a little bit competitive, and that's what we deal with in practice too. One gets the ball, one thing he could do better than the other one, and that's just building their confidence up, and it shows. So there you have it. Okay, now before we leave, I would also like to mention that we ended up in a championship with 14 kids, to opposed to other teams that had 32 or 26. And most of these players, like sitting here, these young gentlemen, they played both ways, and it was very challenging. But they ended up doing what they did, become strong young men. And as you can see, they're ready for the upcoming season. Now our last family event, is Memorial Day Parade. So please come out and join. And also register to the Bloomfield Raiders website. See you soon. Coach Breeze, Bloomfield Raiders. Say woo-wah.
Wow. Hey,
Let's go.
yeah.